Lansing's city clerk is looking to cut the number of city council meetings held in half. Right now, the council is required to meet 50 times a year, which is more than most Michigan cities. Anna Saunders looks at both sides of that proposal.
Lansing City Clerk Chris Swope has been studying other city council structures for years and says it's time to lower the required amount of meetings to 26.
There are times when we meet and there really isn't much business to be done, so we're just meeting to put a check mark on the calendar.
His idea to cut meetings won't save the city a lot of money, but he believes it will make the meetings more efficient and less drawn out.
Summer months, sometimes there aren't a lot of things on that are moving through the agendas, but when there is that need to move them through, having a meeting every week makes sense.
Councilwoman Carol Wood says the plan may work further down the road, but right now the city needs the council to meet weekly, especially since some issues can't wait for a bi-weekly schedule to be passed, which would force them to be addressed without an audience.
They wouldn't have had an opportunity to have an agenda, to know that that item was coming up, to give us their pros and cons.
But Swope says this will help by giving the council more flexibility with the schedule.
There's nothing in this proposal that prevents them from meeting every week. They could meet 5 times a week if they want.
In Lansing, Hannah Saunders, Fox 47 News.
We dug up records on the council's attendance for the year so far. Brian Jeffries and Carol Wood have perfect attendance, making all 28 meetings on time. Kathy Dunbar has missed the most, 4, followed closely by Derek Quinney and Jessica Yorko, then Tina Houghton with 2, and Jody Washington, who's missed 1. There are many more tardies to tally up, Kathy Dunbar leading the way again with 11. Now, you also do have to consider if a council member is just a minute late, it's a tardy, just like in school. Finally, the number of times people left early. Aylin Robinson leads this list, leaving early twice. We called and emailed all of the council members Friday, though no one would talk about their attendance records. So far, as little attendance, it could be affected if this proposal passed, and we'll just have to wait and see. There are no consequences for poor attendance, only if the voters want to replace them with someone else in the next election.